victorious Greater Beckley Christian High School head coach Justin Arvon, players Javante Spencer, Isaiah Gordon, and Jabari Spencer. Coach, a few comments on the game, then we'll field questions.
Anytime you win down here, it's a blessing. Brett has a great team. They're very well coached. We knew they were going to bring it today, and they absolutely did. They brought a lot of things that threw us off our offensive game, and we kind of allowed that to happen at times. But I'm very proud of our guys. I felt like we were very well conditioned for the fourth quarter, and we're able to separate ourselves at that point after we made some adjustments. So I'm very proud of our guys. You fight through adversity to get a win in the first round, and hopefully that helps us going forward.
Well, I'm assuming that's a classic definition of surviving in advance. Was the fact that they slowed it down a little bit at times catch you guys off guard a little bit? Because they, as Brett said, they didn't really try that, and that's not typical of Webster County style.
So I thought two things. Webster was very patient on the offensive end. I'm not sure they were definitely trying to slow the game down per se, but they were patient. And anytime you're patient on the offensive end, that can lead to long defensive possessions for us. And you saw us get beat backdoor a couple times, have a few missed assignments after a couple long possessions, and they were able to finish on the back end of those mistakes. So end of the day, we got the win. I'm happy with that, but we certainly have a lot to work on, and coaching staff can do a better job adjusting to these type of things throughout the game. We didn't really adjust well until the fourth quarter, and that's as a group, including our staff. But I'm proud of our guys. They represented our school, represented Jesus Christ very well, and their attitudes throughout the game I'm very proud of.
Javante, can you just talk about the steal, what you saw there? I think it was a 4-point game about 10 seconds ago. They draw the charge and you jump in. That kind of puts the nail in the coffin. What did you see?
I just saw, a crucial situation. I mean, we needed the ball, and I just went and got it. I mean, it's really good.
It's pretty good. And that's what we wanted to do, go get it.
Javante, kind of talk about your offensive mentality tonight, because it really looked like you had to get to the rim in order for you guys to be successful tonight, and you did that quite often. And kind of talk about what you were seeing out there and how you attack things.
I saw a lot of mismatches with speed and trying to get the big man outside on the perimeter, and then just try to get by him and then look for open teammates if they cut over.
Justin, you guys have four double-figure scores. Tonight, Isaiah and Javante really having to do a lot of that. You talk about their performance there. When baskets were hard to come by in this game, they were able to supply those. I think they had 20 of your 22 at the half.
Yeah, sure. Natural with the ball in their hands. They're not thrown off by much. Isaiah's got ice in his veins there at the end of the game, up 2 or 4, and he put us up 6 there with a tough 15-footer. I mean, you look down and, Isaiah's averaging 21 a game or something like that. Every time I look at a score sheet, I'm like, he had 17 today. I'm like, how did he end up with 17? But that's because he knows what to do with basketball. He's a good basketball player. He's got an offensive mind to him, and he can score. Javante getting downhill to the rim. He's very, very good downhill and getting to the basket. And if those two things continue, we give ourselves a good shot. I will say one thing we didn't do well for 3 quarters today was finish around the rim. It really hurt our shooting percentage. I thought we got good looks at times, just couldn't finish in transition and in the half court. So we're gonna finish going forward. I think our guys have every reason to be confident in shooting the ball down here and finishing. So
Isaiah, talk about that the shot that your coach was talking about. Also, the free throws down the in the waning seconds as well. Being a freshman, your first time down here.
Yeah, well, we played in Armory earlier this year, and it's kind of the same feel a little bit, but that 15-footer, we didn't really have much offense going at that possession. So I tried to make something happen, and it probably wasn't the greatest shot, but it went in. And the free throws,
can't argue with that.
A lot of free throws, a lot of reps, so it's nothing new.
Jabari, talk about the defense a little bit. I mean, you guys, they were clearly passing the ball around the perimeter, making you guys move, trying to break you down. Tell me what it was like to play defense out there tonight.
Well, well, the shots weren't falling today, so you know, I had to play defense, so I got to do something on the court. So, so yeah, that's what it is.
Jabari finished big for us in the second half on the offensive end of the rim and transition too.
Justin, is there value in winning without playing your best in, you know, your quarterfinal win?
Oh, I absolutely think, what I don't know that there's much value in is going in first round and playing somebody you can roll over. I think there's more value in this for us. I think single A, top to bottom, is deep. Anybody can beat anybody this year. And we knew that going in, and I would much rather play a team in a tough game to prepare us going forward. You know, because we knew they're going to be tough, and I'd rather win a close game right now. I'm saying that after we won. Of course, in the first quarter, no matter what game you're playing, you love to be up 20. But I think this prepares us going forward better than the opposite would have. And the guys just seeing they can win a close game, tough fought, getting it done on the defensive end, holding the team under 50, that kind of stuff, I think that's all positive going into the rest of the week.
Can you just talk about letting the kids work through the rough start? I think you guys were down 9-2. You never called a timeout. They able to tie it at 9. And you just kind of elaborate on the mindset, and, you know, because they did it effectively.
Well, the mindset, maybe I'm a very bad coach. I don't know. Maybe I should have taken a timeout, but it worked out this time. So I would say this. I think I do trust our team and our guys that are on the floor, maybe to a fault at times. I don't like taking timeouts because if they're unable to bounce back on the floor, there's very little we're going to do in a timeout. You know, they're still going to have to go back out there and bounce back. And they get down, and I don't see quit in them. They're very well conditioned, and they're rearing to go 100% of the time, so I let them go. And that may end up being to our detriment at times, but, you know, they showed what they've got tonight when we got down, and I'm proud of them.
Being that it is a young team, I know you've said these guys aren't typical freshmen and sophomores. You start 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and they're not typical of their age, but you weigh any of that on the fact that they are young and it was the first time for some of these guys?
Possibly. I know, like Isaiah said, we did play in the Armory, same type of arena, but the lights are different here. The pressure's different. The crowd size is different. And maybe that was a little eye-opener at the beginning. Maybe we finally got comfortable when we got down there. So I don't know if it has anything to do with youth. I will say this, we have great leadership on the floor, whether they're 9th, 10th, or our senior Eli showed outstanding leadership tonight. I know he ended up with 1 point in the game, but you talk about someone coming over, what are we doing? What are we doing? Are we matched up right? Are we matched up right? Going and telling his teammates, got to do this, got to do that. That's invaluable on the floor, and he brought that to us tonight. So I'm proud of him as well. And Keelan, you know, 7 or 8 rebounds tonight. You know, Josh and Colton off the bench. I think we've got a lot of guys that have played a lot of minutes this year, and I'm proud of all of them.
Isaiah or Jabari, anything about this situation surprise you that you didn't expect?
No, I think it's a lot of pressure down here, but especially coming in as a 1 seed. But it took a little bit to get used to it, but we were good, and I mean, we'll shoot better Thursday and see what happens.
Yeah, really, just what he said. It's pressure coming in as a 1 seed. So, yeah.
I will say this, Webster came to play, very well coached. They threw the triangle and 2 at us. As a coaching staff, we didn't prepare our team well enough, and we did not adjust well enough until the 4th quarter to that. So we'll be ready for that going forward. But to their credit, they never stopped against adversity tonight. And like I said, I don't take the seeds away in single A this year. And you've already had upsets throughout. 2-7 was a battle. 3-6 was a battle. 1-8 was a battle. So we'll see what, I don't know what 4-5 would end up being, but it sounds like a pretty good game. So I think Class A is very deep, and we got to come prepared every night.
Any further questions? All right, thank you all very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Get better.